Each year, hundreds of thousands of people cross the Mexico-US border illegally. Many, like Pablo, who didn't want to be identified or shown on screen, pay a smuggler to help them cross. He says he fled his home in Guatemala because of corruption and gang violence. For the last 9 years, he's worked in restaurants in New York City. But the increased ICE raids have made him desperate.
I just go to work and go home. I try not to spend too much time outside. It scares me. I don't do anything outside my house. I go to work, go to the grocery store, and pay for my purchases. Yes, I am afraid of doing anything more than that.
The Restaurant Opportunities Centre advocates for employers and workers and makes sure they know their rights should an ICE raid happen. It estimates 70% of restaurant workers in New York are immigrants, and around 1 in 7 are undocumented.
The restaurant industry relies heavily on immigrant labor. That is why it is more vulnerable than any other industries. But in reality, if we don't have the immigrant workers, the workforce will fold. The restaurant industry is not going to be sustainable, and eventually it will affect our economy.
Data from the Pew Research Center in 2017 found the US restaurant industry employs 1.3 million undocumented workers. 15% of all the cooks and 17% of all the dishwashers aren't authorized to work. The raids and subsequent threat of deportation put undocumented workers in a precarious situation. With no papers, they have no employee benefits. They need to work to get paid. But if they go to work, they fear there's a higher risk of getting caught and then deported. The Restaurant Opportunities Centre says the problem could get worse if the Trump administration steps up raids.
We will see more restaurant workers who will quit their jobs or stop coming into their workplace if ICE raids continue. And eventually, the victim here is really the economy.
Pablo says he's still going to work because he needs the money. But he does so with the knowledge that a run-in with immigration officials could mean deportation to a country he hasn't seen for almost a decade. Nick Harper, TRT World, New York.